What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
How's everybody doing? Sunday Funday with Crazies on the mic.
Just like the title says, I think this is going to become a thing.
I like it. I like it
Hopefully
a
we
lot.
can stay on this Sunday Funday stuff.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be nice.
Schedules are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna have a seizure.
Why?
This monitor going cray cray.
Oh, that stupid thing.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Oh man, long week.
Yeah.
Yes, long week. A lot of changes at my job, a lot of schedule changing. So I'm really I was excited for this weekend. I slept in a lot today.
I know it was kind of lazy day.
Yeah, it definitely was. Well, it's been a long time since I wasn't running around doing something.
Yeah, just hung out.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure come tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be like, damn it. I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, I was working on a bunch of stuff in here.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you know what didn't get worked on?
the truck.
The truck.
No.
It's like, you know.
I need to do it, man, but I had to work this weekend. I had to work yesterday, so I forgot to bring home tools.
No.
I was so eager to get out of work yesterday. I had left all the tools. And when I got home, I thought to myself, I was like, damn it, forgot my tools.
I wish I would have known. I would have reminded you for sure. But yeah, it is what it is.
But I was in the studio all day anyways. I was making TikToks and
I was being distracting at your
YouTubes.
job anyway. So,
yeah,
you know.
you're over there telling my managers
Well, because-
inappropriate stuff.
Well, no, because he asked me how I was. First of all, I pull up in there and I want to get my car washed.
Yeah.
I saw 2 other cars getting washed, so I knew that was cool. And you're like, they shut it down at 5:00. I'm like, hey, it's before 5. I'm here. I pull up. The guy's like, oh, we closed that at 4.
Yeah.
I'm
I told
like-
her, I said, go, just pull in the drive. You got so place. We bought this car from there, so you should be able to. I mean, you get in a car wash.
And
I'm
I'm
trying to say, we close at 4.
I was like, and I had just hung up with you, and I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, Big Mike said that I could come in here and do this. And then I call you.
I'm watching through the window, and I'm like, you better tell him I'm staring at him.
And of course, he's on my phone, like on my car, so everybody can hear him. And I'm like, this guy said I can't get my car washed. You tell him that you're Big Mike's wife.
Yeah.
I look at him, I'm like, but he said I can't get it right now. He goes, well, I can try. I said, okay, go ahead. I said, there were 2 other cars there. Then I see the boss, and he's walking by, and I'm like trying to roll down my window. I'm like, Josh, this guy just cussed at me and told me to get the hell out of here.
And guess what? That guy had to go back there and wash your car. He came back with his shirt untucked and shit. And I was like, yeah, you was washing the car.
And I just wanted it washed, but you know what? The
Yeah.
way Sewell does, I got my car vacuum cleaned
they
and wiped down
vacuumed
too.
it
I was
and
like,
shit
shit,
and
okay. I was just looking for it to get washed. I haven't been washed in like a month.
I thought they were going to
If
detail
two.
it and shit. And
I
everything.
know.
I was like, damn,
I didn't.
that's what it is.
I didn't expect all that.
Big Mike's wife, you show up at the dealership. You
And so I'm sitting there talking to your
Special
boss,
treatment.
and I'm just laughing with him, and I'm like, I got this upcoming surgery, and I'm, really nervous. It's life changing. And he goes, yeah. And I said, yeah. I mean, literally, they're gonna have me quarantine. The day before for sure. Like I can't go run errands, can't
go
do
anywhere.
anything. And they're
I
all
have to quarantine too because I'm going with you.
Yeah, and I told them, I said, and they said, anybody in the household? I said, so Mike has to quarantine too? I said, it's life-changing. I'm going to give me some big old titties. And that was so hilarious. Like his face, like he's trying to process everything I just said to him. And he's just like, and so he just starts clapping and going towards your window, like to tell you, like, great job.
Congratulations.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And
Congrats.
I wish I had big old titties, but that was not the case for me.
I'm sending you to Mexico to get that mommy makeover we talked about.
Oh, I'm so scared. Yo no habla española, so how am I gonna talk? How am I gonna talk to them? And then they're gonna be looking at me like, you speak Spanish. No, I don't.
Find you a month later working in a Mexican strip club,
Yeah.
getting them pesos. Them pesos thrown at you.
I know. And all of a sudden, I speak really good Spanish.
I know. You're like, oh yeah, ¿cómo estás? I'm like,
Papi.
Sarah?
¿Qué pasó, papi?
Yo soy Sarita.
Oh my God.
No.
So yeah, so that was, I could see where that got distracting. We couldn't remember to bring the tools in the trunk.
I didn't even think about it, truthfully. So it wasn't like I forgot. I just didn't even think about it.
Yeah. And I got to see my mom yesterday, which was nice.
Maybe next weekend.
Maybe
Cross
next week.
fingers.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, I can't even do it next
No,
weekend.
we got a
Holy
wedding.
shit, we got a whole wedding.
Yeah.
Fuck, that truck ain't never gonna get fixed.
I know. What am I supposed to do? I need my car next week. The following week. I need it for the following week.
You don't need it next week.
I need the following week to do my stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
anyways, me and Sally. Oh, so Natalie couldn't make. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got me some new eyeliner.
Okay.
I went shopping with Sally and get stuff for the wedding.
Yeah.
And so I got me some new eyeliner.
How'd that turn out?
And well, I like it and I don't. I've never been good at putting.
Shopping with Sally is always an adventure.
It is like I'm arguing with her about what fits her and what's not gonna fit her. So and now she's literally getting a blouse tailored because it's too long.
Jeez.
I'm telling her, like, that was not your size. You